Happy Star Wars Day, everyone. It's officially May the 4th, which means all Star Wars fans will be glued to their phones in hopes of seeing the Kenobi trailer, me included. But until that comes out, we have another excerpt from Brotherhood to discuss. With the book only 6 days away, these excerpts are really getting me pumped. The last excerpt we got with Dex was amazing, but this one is equally as wonderful. We start with Obi-Wan finding Anakin, presumably after he's been looking all around for him. Anakin has managed to find a quiet corner in the Jedi refectory where he has configured the nearby holodisplay so he can watch a pod race while he eats. First off, I love this so much. I love this inside look at Anakin just trying to have some personal time and do something that he's interested in, and what better hobby than pod racing. Even as a Jedi, Anakin is still himself and is wanting to keep that as a part of him, and I just love it. But Obi-Wan interrupts, giving Anakin a startle as he attempts to change the screens back with the Force before Obi-Wan can notice. Obviously, Obi-Wan saw what Anakin was doing, but he pays it no mind, but it kind of looms on Obi-Wan's mind as Anakin always seems to be bending the rules for his personal benefit. Sure, with the pod race it's minor, but the passage reminds us that not long ago, Obi-Wan was screaming at Anakin that he would be expelled from the Jedi Order if he dropped from the gunship to help Padme as they chased Count Dooku on Geonosis. He uses it to his advantage in conversation though, as Obi-Wan is prepping for his trip to Cato Neimoidia. He says that maybe it would be easier for Anakin to come along and just discuss pod racing with the Neimoidians to win them over, which sadly probably wouldn't work. The most powerful part of this passage though is when Qui-Gon is mentioned. Obi-Wan begins to sense something from Anakin, but he's not sure what, until Anakin says, "I wish Master Qui-Gon could see us now," which almost put me in tears when I read it. That was Anakin's father figure, and not having him around must be extremely painful. Anakin instantly feels regret for bringing it up, but Obi-Wan assures him that Qui-Gon would have been proud of how far both Obi-Wan and Anakin have come, and that his faith would be rewarded. It is a small moment, but it's so powerful. The fun of the passage, however, comes from Obi-Wan explaining Anakin's new assignment for the next day. Obi-Wan almost has trouble containing his laughter at telling Anakin that he has to meet with the younglings and pass on his knowledge to them, the wisdom he's gathered from being a Padawan and through his trials, and he has to answer all of their questions. I truly hope that this is a scene that we get in the book, because I really want to know what those conversations are going to look like. And it's so poetic because he's going to be spreading his wisdom to the younglings, and in a few short years, well, you know what happens. But anyway, this is a great excerpt all in all, and from the 3 that have been released so far, I just know that this book is going to be absolutely delightful, and I just can't wait to read it. But what were your thoughts? What are your initial thoughts on Brotherhood? How do you feel about the mention of Qui-Gon Jinn? And how do you think Anakin's encounter with the younglings will go? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments below. As always, be sure to like the video and subscribe if you haven't, and remember, the Force will be with you. Always.